today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rich. Flush to his right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rich. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rich. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Ryan to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Rich. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Rich. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, Rich got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Joseph on for the extra point. And this one's right through to me. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Ryan. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That's good for 28 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Rich. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. After one, a 14-3 ball game. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Rich. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rich eluding the pressure right. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rich. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the Colts coming out now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Ryan. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Rich. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Rich over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Cook up the gut, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Rich. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw on 2nd down, Rich. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rich. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. Throwing again, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll dump this off to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And then lastly, we wrap up Week 15 on Monday night. What a battle this will be. The Rams and Packers from a very chilly Lambeau Field. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rich. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Rich. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rich. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rich. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 24. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now it's Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Danielle Hunter coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He'll get this to about the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rich. This ball complete to Rager. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Rich. Throw caught there by Osborne. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 3rd and 2. Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action. Rich. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
It's halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there. Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Come on. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Once more, it's the fullback hand. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.